Okay, let's start back over. Here we go. You can tell by my voice, I've been through it a lot. So, welcome to Intro to Investing. Okay, again, my name is Sharon D. Perry. No, I am not a financial advisor. I am a success of the student of life. I've been called by God to teach people because I have been through homelessness. I have been through shelters. I have been through the process of having a good amount of money. I've worked in the medical field for a long time, a long time. And I had to learn some principles to manage money better, to be a good steward. And in this investing, these are the 5 things that you need to do to save, because you have to save money to invest the money, all right? So first, we have to gather information. One of the things we have to do is gather information. Some people are good at getting information audibly, right? Some people are visual learners, and some people learn through example. Please find out what type of learner you are so you can understand the information that you're getting. That is extremely, extremely, extremely important. I cannot stress how important that is, because I personally listen to audiobooks. I have Audible and I listen to audiobooks, and I listen to pertinent informations over and over, and then I take notes after listening to it multiple times. Like recently, I'm learning about taxes. And let me just be honest on here. I struggle with learning taxes. Investing, okay, taxes is very important, because once you invest, you want to keep as much of the money that you've invested to yourself in order for you to reinvest that money. So I have to listen over and over, and I've been trying to learn taxes since 2016, and the struggle. But I'm determined, because this money is going to stay in my investments. Okay, you have to, number 2, understand who you are and what you want. Do not lie to yourself and tell yourself that you do not like certain things when you know you like it, because you're setting yourself up to be disappointed and to fail. We are not setting ourselves up for that. Number 3, you have to come up with a strategy. These things are listed here because these follow-up slides are going to explain these things. If you have any questions, you can you have to unmute to talk, because like I said, I cannot see the chat. You have to come up with strategies, and there are several strategies. I'm just teaching the basics. You have to implement the strategies, because learning something is not going to increase your monies for investing. You have to actually take that step to implement the strategy that you've learned. And one of the most important things, right, on this list, number 5, teach these principles to your children. And if you do not have children, teach it to your nieces, your nephews. I mean, teach it to your cousins. Carry that information that you've learned to someone else, because statistically, it has been proven that people's wealth only lasts 3 generations, because someone always slips up and do not teach the principles to their children or nieces or nephews. And people work so hard. I see it so many times. Like I said, I'm in affordable housing, and I see it so many times, especially with seniors, that I I see this person coming in but this person does not have a ticket because I have the people memorized. Okay. They do not teach these principles to their kids. And then when they work all their lives, saving all of these pennies, all of these monies that they have, and they pass it on, someone loses all of it. Because I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram where it talks about have your kids live with you and charge them rent. And then when your child gets to a certain age, you give them the money so they could start out in life. Theoretically, that sounds cute. It sounds nice, theoretically. However, if that child does not have a foundation, principles to stand on, guess what will happen to that child when you give them that money? They will blow it. My COO is telling me that they will make it rain out there. I mean, they're going to be back in your house. Okay. So next, you have to remember that we care about you, your health, and your wealth. So we're a ministry. So we cover a lot of areas, basically all the areas of a human and their existence on this earth. Do not leave your money to chance. Leaving your money to chance, meaning gambling with your money. You have no information or education about what to properly do with your money. 1 minute, my throat is dry. According to Proverbs 13 and 11, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. So as you are increasing money, you get to learn from your experience. Now, if you gain money hastily, like people that win the lotto, people that win the Powerball, people that win the Mega Ball, people that win the what else is out there? Whatever else is out there, it is shown that the majority of those people end up worse than they were before if they did not, cease to exist in life. Because this is going to be on social media, so I can't say the actual word. If the person ends up unalive. So do not let money kill you. You have to understand it. So you have to know your risk profile. Right here, it shows, are you conservative? And we're going to talk about that. Are you a moderate investor or are you an aggressive investor? Are you a person that likes to have your money accrue slowly through compound interest? That tends to be more conservative. Or are you an aggressive investor, a person that wants to do day trading, options, and of the like? So the risk level is different for these things. So it is very, very important for you to understand how much risk you're willing to take. And let me also say this. If you're if you choose to be aggressive in investing, first, learn about it. And second, do not put money that you need for your rent that month or the next. Do not put the money for your car payment for that month or the next. Put monies that you are willing to lose. It is very important for you to put money that you are willing to lose if you choose to be an aggressive investor. Okay, so we have to choose the right strategy. Do anyone right now understand about strategy and your risk tolerance? So on here, we have the time horizon. Are you a short-term investor? And you have to understand Short-term investing is taxed differently. It's not taxed as ordinary income. Long-term investing is taxed differently than short-term investing. So you have to understand the timelines. That's why I am studying taxes yet again to understand these things, because I personally have stocks and investments. What is your risk tolerance? Okay. So high risk techniques will grow your investing, right? You have a higher potential of return on your money with high risk techniques, but it's more unstable. Where it says greater volatility, it means that the monies are more unstable, right? It's not as consistent as putting it in an index fund, an ETF, putting it in a high yield saving. It's not the same thing. It is not. Okay. Understanding your market. Index investing is beginner friendly. So index funds are beginner friendly. And Vanguard has it, Charles Schwab has it. I have both of those accounts for investing. And Fidelity has it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't have Fidelity. I have, I can't remember all of them, but they have index funds. Okay. Are you in need of income? Dividend investing is one of the areas that I personally prefer. As you have seen on social media, a lot of people talk about the word passive income. And then after they say passive income, they tell you you have to open this app and do this, and then you have to open that app and do this, and then you have to do this to convert it to this, and then you have to go and check GPT and then get the outline for this and this, and then you have to put it on here to do this, and then you got to put it on there to. What is passive? You're working. You are working. That I don't know their definition of passive, but that's not what it means. Okay. The reason why, and I'm not trying to sway you, know who you are, because I found out through investing for several years that I tend to lean towards dividend investing, meaning that you buy stocks, ownership in a company that give dividends every quarter or however the company gives the dividends that you pick. They give you dividends on your investments. And that is what you call passive, meaning the people run their business, they do their daily business activity. You put your money in their business, they work their own business, and when they make the profit, you get a percentage of the dividend that is given to you. It's called a dividend when they have a profit, and they break it down to all profit holders slash owners of that company who's invested, and they pay you. That's what you call passive income, the actual meaning of passive, not what a lot of people say on social media. Okay. We have active, and when you see on social media and they talk about passive, it's actually active because you're actively working. It is nothing passive about that. Um, you can buy and hold. I personally prefer to buy and hold because it's taxed differently. If you buy a stock and you hold it for a year or more, it is taxed differently, right? And it's also based on your other incomes coming in, what tax bracket you fall into, right? Anybody have any questions thus far? Any questions? No? Okay. You must diversify your investments. Like I said, your Worth It Foundation is a ministry. According to Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 2, it says to divide your portions to 7 or even 8. Because if for you do not know what misfortune may occur on the earth. You don't know which stock you're investing in will fall, right? Do anybody remember what happened in 2008? Anybody remember what happened in 2008?
Was it a recession?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of real estate investors um overextended themselves, right? They had a lot of properties, but they over leveraged those properties, meaning that they either did a cash out refi or they did a burr, right? And when they took that money out, they put it into another investment, more than likely with a tax credit called a 1031 exchange. We're not covering that on here. These are more advanced stuff, but on here specifically, um, they probably did that and they took out too much just because the bank is willing to get, if you have a house, and just because the bank is willing to give you 80% of the fair market value after they come and do an assessment on your house does not mean for you to use that 80% because like in 2008, when the market went upside down, people had that high mortgage and the house did not value the debt that they had on that house. And I was speaking to one of the CEOs of the RIAs. I was speaking to him on the phone, and he had to sell. RIA is Real Estate Investing Association. That's what RIA is. He had to sell many of his houses, right? And he lost so much money because the value of the house was not what they leveraged it for. They over leverage yourself. So please, we're talking about stocks here. But if you're thinking about investing in real estate, please do not over leverage yourself. Have your money in stocks, real estate, diversify, like the scripture says, but do not. I am pleading, do not over leverage yourself because the market can turn on you. Okay. Diversify your investments depending on your risk profile, how much risk you're willing to take. Are you conservative, moderate, or high risk, like we said? And always consult a financial expert. I am not, I said it before, I am not a financial advisor. A financial advisor is someone that actually goes to school, right, for finance and they're certified in finance. I went to the school of hard knocks. And I have been in that school learning real estate and investing for since what year that was 2010, 14 years. 14 years. So, but I did not go to school for it. So I suggest for you to use someone that went to school. I'm just teaching the basics. That's why I can only teach the basics, even though I know a whole lot more because I'm not certified and I'm doing too many things right now to go back to school. I'm everywhere. I only teach the basic, and these basics are very, very sound. People who thought that they couldn't save money before, guess what? They've been able to save because I've been through it. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Any questions thus far? Anything no someone doesn't understand? Okay. You might be asking, you see this title that says invest your idle cash. You're like, wait a minute, the cost of living is so high. What idle cash? Every penny. Listen, let me say this. Once you want to get out of poverty, you will start to budget your money. You will start to budget your money, and then you'll realize that there is money that you're wasting that could be invested, that could be invested. Oh, sorry, someone is trying to get in, but the what do you call it, closed down. A lot of people is gonna have to see the replay. That you're going to find out that it's very, very important for you to budget so you can know where your money is leaking out. I'm gonna say leaking out of your pockets because trust me, it's leaking somewhere, right? And you have to come up with strategies to be able to save more money. Some people are co-living, right? Meaning living and renting a place, and they're renting with someone that also wants to get out of poverty. Please do not rent with someone that does not want to get out of poverty because they will make your life the worst life. Don't. The Bible lets us know two cannot walk unless they agree. Don't do it because it's going to be a nightmare and you're going to give up. I don't want you guys to give up. Make sure that person has the same dream as you. And you can also purchase property, right? But the person has to have the same vision as you also. Do not, I repeat, do not do it with someone who is not mentally at that point of wanting to get out of poverty because it will make your life a nightmare. Okay? Okay, so when we do these, what you call it, when a person sees something in the TikTok shop, and they buy it, right? And then you have all this stuff in your house, that's idle cash. So let me put a name to the idle cash. Can you be like, oh, I don't think I have idle, you have idle cash. TikTok shop. What's the Instagram shop called? I don't know what the heck the Instagram shop is because I don't shop from Instagram. I have no idea. But these shops that you shop at, idle, idle cash. Those are idle cash that you can be investing and make money on. We're taking a short, leeway to let you guys know that we do this free of charge, and we have been able, with your help, we have done turkey drives, we have done gas giveaways with our church. We have a church that's over us. Um, we have done a lot of things um, in the ministry through your donations. And for the people that donated clothes and all that stuff, it was amazing. A lot of people are benefiting from it and they have clothes to look for jobs and everything. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Here, are you a buy and holder? A buy and holder, like I said, is someone who tends to hold their investments for over a year. It's best if you want to be a long-term investor. And a lot of people use 401ks and IRAs, right? And this is considered medium risk. And you do not have to be working for a company to open one of these accounts. So let me just say that. You do not have to be working for someone else to open one of these accounts. I opened a self-directed IRA with Charles Schwab because most of my long-term stocks are with Charles Schwab. And it is super easy to do. So are you a long-term investor and you buy and hold? Okay, we have dollar cost averaging, right? This is low to medium risk, right? The investment is a fixed amount. Okay. And like I said on here, this is when to use it. It's ideal for people who want to avoid the risk of timing the market. Some people make predictions about the market. Oh, the market's gonna go up, this is gonna go down, this is gonna go left, this is gonna go right. Let me give you guys, oh, I, okay, let me call on. Let me tell you guys about a mistake I made personally. All right. What time is it? Okay. So I made a mistake personally a long time ago when I was first investing. I was part of a group, an investing group. Everybody in there invests. It was in 2016, 2000. It was a while back. It was a while back. It was a long time back. Okay, and we wanted to invest in in Bitcoin. Bitcoin at that time was a penny stock, right? It was classified as a penny stock. Therefore, it was classified as a high risk volatile stock. Penny stocks are usually classified as high risk and volatile, meaning it fluctuates, it's just so unstable. All right. And since I was learning at that time, we had someone that was over us, and the person that was over us was used to the regular stock market and not crypto. Sorry, I have to drink. The person that was over us was used to the regular stock market, ownership in companies, and not crypto. So he told us, do not purchase Bitcoin. And let me tell you, every single day, I see Bitcoin. Now, I recently made some money on Bitcoin because I eventually invested in Bitcoin. But at that time, when it was a penny stock, right? I could have invested when it was a penny stock. I mean, recently, Bitcoin went up to in the 90s, and I'm looking like, have you ever in your life missed an opportunity and every time you see it, you just want to cry? You just want to cry. You're looking like, I don't ever want to make that mistake again. So I'm giving you guys this story because a lot of time people think that they know the market and they do not know the market. They do not know the market. Okay. So it's important for you to look for yourself and to get information. That's why I said to read, to learn, and to understand, then implement. Okay. Let me know if you guys can still hear me because someone is playing a radio outside extremely, extremely loud. So we have index investing. Okay. You have indexes or ETFs. This is also low to medium risk and is with minimal effort. Usually with these, I tell people to follow the S&P 500. So I usually tell people who come and ask me and they don't understand investing until they can learn more to invest in SPY. That's the ticker, SPY. And it follows the market and you can invest your $10 every paycheck or your $50 every paycheck or whatever you have available to you every paycheck into it so it can follow the market and you don't have to actively be on top of it every second like you're a day trader looking at the tick, looking at the candle, looking at the chart, looking at it's a lot of work and it's going to stress you out and give you high blood pressure. You don't want that. So index fund and ETFs, right? It follows the market and it is ideal for passive investors. Like I said, when you get paid, you put your little $10, $20, 50, even $5. Because when I started saving, I was homeless when I started saving. And I started with 8 cents. And while still homeless, I was able to save over $10,000 still homeless, right? So it is possible. I know what I'm talking about, right? And these, for anyone who wants actually to be a passive investor, this is one of the ways. Index investing. Oh, excuse me. And one of my personal favorites, right? This is also low to medium risk, is dividend investing. The company is the one that pays you the dividends from their profits. And it's suitable for people who want regular income, right? So what you do is you calculate how much do I need to have in this account in order for them to pay me a dividend that I will feel comfortable with based on sorry, wait. My daughter's in the hospital. So her friend is calling me, but I can't answer right now. Okay. I'm gonna answer later. Um, so with dividend investing, see how much I care about you guys getting out of poverty. Got to do what we got to do. Got to do what we got to do. Okay, so you focus on companies that pay regular dividends, and it provides a steady income stream, right? And who's the one that paid? Who do I have? Oh, I have them. That's my COO talking to me in the back. Um, I think is okay. I have Microsoft. They pay dividends. I have, is it AT&T? AT&T pay dividends. I'm trying to remember all the stocks. Research which stocks, right, pay good dividends. All right. I just told you two of them that I personally invest in, out of the other many that I invest in. Those pay dividends. You just make money and you just get the alert. Oh, you've been paid this and this and this. And I personally, let me just add this because this is not on here. You can have your dividend put in your cash account, right? For you to withdraw. Or what I prefer right now, based on where I am, is to have my dividend reinvested back into the company because it increases my ownership in that company, the percentage of the company that I own personally. That's personally what I like to do. But everyone likes a different thing. Find out what you like. Give me a time. Okay. I want to have at least 10 minutes because we're only supposed to be on here an hour. And it's a lot of investing techniques. Okay. So, are you interested in growth? Growth investing, right, are more volatile, but they have higher returns. So you have to find out how much risk you personally are willing to take. How much risk are you willing to take? If you want growth, one of the highest growth potential industries is technology. And of course, it's technology. We have AI now. We have what's the other thing? Coding. We have STEM. If anyone have know any other person that's in school, it could be your brother, your sister, your cousin, whoever is in school, K through 12, meaning kindergarten to 12th grade, they push STEM. I mean, they push it hard. So that lets you know that there is a good area to invest in. Now, it is also is a high growth area, as we can see, because we're paying attention to what's going on in the world, but it's also volatile, right? Because right now, what's going on right now with Elon Musk? What's coming out? Does anyone know what's coming out with Elon Musk?
He tried to do some robots.
Yes. So he's doing the robots. He already did the trucks, the self-driving truck. Um so the only thing he needs is the robots to load the trucks. I don't know what's gonna happen to the truckers. Don't ask me. I don't know what's gonna happen to all the truckers because they're giving money for people to drive trucks. I mean, they're literally handing you money to drive trucks to decrease the cost of goods in the United States of America, which will then decrease the price of groceries and other goods. However, when it becomes automated, right, by using um, autonomous vehicles and using robots, that market is going to go up, right? But it's volatile, extremely, extremely, extremely volatile right now. Okay. And some of the companies are not proven. I mean, with Elon Musk, he's dogmatic. He's gonna make sure things get done. But there are other companies out there that are competitors. So with Elon Musk and Tesla, his stock might be too high. I mean, you can get fractional shares, but there's other companies out there, and your job will be to find out who is a good competitor for him. I wanted to get to at least slide 15 because I have almost 30 slides. And okay, let me stop at this one. Okay, keep on investing. Okay, keep on investing. Sometimes you might choose the wrong stock. That's why I suggested for you to choose. That's why on social media they always say choose index funds or ETFs, because when you choose a specific company, you're investing in that specific company. And if that specific company goes down, it means that your money is also going down because you are part owner of that specific company. Okay, you're to look at the trajectory rather than the daily ups and downs. If you look at the market, like I said, it will stress you out because it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and it will have you getting nervous and panicking. Don't do that. Okay. Look at their trend. Look at how well they did in the past. Look at what their plans are for the future. And then you make your decisions on those ideas, right? Short-term spending of idle cash can yield long-term cost savings. So that idle money, like I said, I started with 8 cents, increased to $10,000 because I was not spending, excuse me, I was not spending idle cash while I was homeless. While I was homeless, four people, two dogs, and one little turtle on our dashboard, named Torch. Um, what we did to save money, right? We would go to the store, right? And we will buy groceries. I know a lot of times when people are going through hard times, they go and buy ready-made food. When you buy ready-made food, you're paying for the food and the labor of the food and the equipment that's needed to cook that said food, right? So we would go and we would go grocery shopping. And then you're like, you're homeless in a car. How did you cook? Good question. What I purchased was a grill, one of the small dome light grills, and bags of charcoal, right? And we would have cookouts. I mean, we would have burgers. I mean, the kids, they had fun. My daughter actually told me some of the best times were when we were homeless. I mean, we we did that thing. We did it. And we were able to save. Don't try to get homeless now. Don't do that. But we were able to save over $10,000, and it was amazing. Okay. Idle funds could be used to buy investment securities. Invest regularly. Invest regularly. In my savings, when I did savings several months back, I tell people pay yourself first, because a lot of people say that they love themselves, and it's like you love your lights. You need lights, yes. However, you have to figure out how to decrease that bill, even if you need to cohabitate, meaning to if you want to have someone to split the bill, and the cost of living right now, trust me, person wants to split a bill with you, you can save more money, and the money that you save, put in a portfolio so it can grow for actual passive income. The real meaning of passive, not the thing that you see on social media that you have to go on 10 different websites and download this and do this and get a script for that. No, that's work. Actual passive. Do anyone have any questions? Do anyone have any questions? Like I said, we're only on here for 1 hour. So we have 5 minutes for questions, and this is only part of the teaching. It is a whole lot longer than this, and I'm not trying to keep you guys here all night. And like I said, I have to go to a different county tonight for my daughter. Anyone have any questions? Ask your questions.
Hi. So should we try different types of investing techniques just to see like which one we like more? I know this might sound like a dumb question, but like
That's
it's
not
safe
dumb.
to like is it safe to like try a high risk and then try a little bit of everything? You know what I'm saying?
You can do that as long as you're using money that you don't need to survive.
Okay, that does make sense. That makes sense.
Do not end up homeless and your lights off and your water off. Don't do that. Um, but use money that you're willing to lose. Any other question?
Okay, thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
wanted to say thank you.
Any other questions?